All right, we ended up working pretty late last night. We got everything cleaned up and burned. I say cleaned up. All the metal stuff's drug over into that yard. We'll have to load it on the trailer and take it away, but all of this has been cleaned up. Started putting up the framework for the chicken run. We're gonna spray all this too with the oil. That's the one thing I wish I did with the other one was paint it or something. I mean, it held up. It was doing good, but it just wasn't what I wanted it to be. So this thing has definitely got to get finished today. I think I might have to skip out on going and seeing Mom at least this morning. I got to finish this before I go do anything. And I think we've decided we're going to let the chickens run under here. I had originally thought about maybe chicken wiring this off. That way I can get in here and scoop the chicken poop out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just gonna fence this thing off so they have even more room. Because now it's only 2 bays wide, and it was 3 bays. It did come all the way over here before. I had all the fence buried down. What? Ordered some nesting boxes. Amazon Prime is no longer a thing. It's we'll just get it to you whenever we can get it to you. So I don't know when it'll be here. You know, it was 1-day shipping, then they cut it back to 2-day shipping, and now it's just, yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it when you get it. Yeah, keep giving us $200 a year. What a total scam. All right, well, let me get to work on this thing. All right, back from the store. We needed 10 more 2x4s. I don't know how I miscounted. Maybe I thought we had more 2x4s that were good than what we do. This is how she stands right now. I'm going to... this 2x4 is off the ground a little too far. I think that's what's holding us up here. Kick that down. That should be a little more level across there. We were able to scavenge our door, all but one board. I had to replace one of these boards. One of them wasn't cut right. I said, screw it, let's just hang it. I've got all this extra bracing on here anyways. And then we'll cover this door with some chicken wire. And then I talked about putting the door up there, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put it right here on this edge. You can see some of these boards aren't in the greatest of shape, having to reuse them. I mean, I didn't have to reuse them. Honestly, I could probably replace that board, but I got to run another header piece across here that'll go across the top of the door, and then another one down for the side of the door. Still a little ways to go here. And then I got to run some boards under there to run some chicken wire under there. Man, I was really hoping this thing would be done today, but it's like those boards over there were on the bottom of the ocean floor. I mean, they were so soaking wet. I'm trying to dry them out some so that they're not, so that we don't get as much shrinkage, you know. I don't know. I'll see what I can do with what we got. Hopefully we can get this thing done. I can get these chickens in here tonight. Probably just have to run some chicken wire over the top for now of that part. This part's going to be, I'll just leave open because they can't fly up out of there, but they could definitely jump from those perches out. And then we'll sheet this thing off with our garage sheets when we go to replace that. Unless the next insurance guy screws us.
What's up?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're not done working yet.
No?
Alright, the framing is done. That is it. This door got a little twisted when a tree fell on it, so it kind of sticks out right here and then sticks in down there, but it latches here, so I think it'll be all right. It got twisted pretty bad. I mean, look, we're lined up with that 2x4, but we're not lined up with this one. I mean, that 2x4 in the middle looks like it needs, maybe that 2x4 on the bottom's bowed. And it's bowing that one out.
Could be.
That's probably what's happening. And then this 2x4 is super bowed. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both super bowed. Oh man, I hope the chickens forgive me. All right, and then we ran our 2x4s under here. So we'll run our chicken wire all the way around. And then one more on the top. And then probably throw a couple of couple over the top so they just won't jump over the fence. We're trying to keep them in the yard because they're screwing up all the neighbors' gardens, all their flower beds. You guys hear me?
Oh, there are some chickens.
Yeah, there are some chickens in here. All right, we got to get the chicken wire. I guess we could use the stapler, the air stapler. We'll have to try it. They might just rip through. Yeah, let's see what happens. All right, well, we are almost done. We've got to, we've just got to catch this side now and then put something temporarily over this roof. Probably go get a tarp. I don't know if I have any tarps left. A lot of the tarps that were here got completely destroyed. So we'll probably throw some chicken wire over this and then throw a tarp over it. And I think this being open right here will be fine. I just don't want them to be able to jump out over this. And then I got to screen the door. I just did their chicken run or their, I don't know, what do you call that? The thing so they can get up in there. All of that's all done. That was a pain in the butt. Let me tell you. Oh, if you're old and ugly like me, it is hard to get under there and do that. And then we have this little bit of extra. I'm going to go along and we'll bury that little bit of extra. I had a lot more extra last time. Like I buried like 1.5 feet last time. Lita doesn't think we really need it this time. But I wanted to bury a little bit of extra. That way if something tried to dig under, it would at least hit a little bit of that fence. So probably run me 2 more boards in this gap so I can pull those sheets hard in. I might just move these boards in, honestly. This board and that board, I might just cut it and turn it in like that and then screw that board into that. That's probably what I'm going to do. Added another brace under here. I might add a couple of braces under here, depending on how much this stuff sags. I mean, it shouldn't sag too much with chickens on it, but what's probably going to have to happen, I don't know that their poop is going to fall through these little holes, so it'll probably pile up in areas, and I'll probably have to take like a rake or something and flip it upside down and kind of, like, as gross as it sounds, kind of push it through the holes. And then I've got the chicken nesting. I ordered 3 nesting boxes. We'll stick on the outside of this. We'll have to cut a hole for that. It is getting there. Mom's not doing too good. They can't get her blood pressure up. So they can't give her pain meds. So she is not a happy camper right now. Almost there. And then we're going to spray all of this. We'll get it all sprayed. And then them freaking chickens. Oh, I got to set their little... I've been setting this stick up. About 70% of them will sleep on this stick. They're kind of weird. Chickens will kind of segregate themselves. Like, a lot of times I'll see all the white chickens together. I'll see all the red chickens together. I'll see all the black chickens together. So that's... I don't know if it's just like dumb luck, but it's definitely... Lita said one of these white ones looked like they were sick too. Our leghorns... all of our leghorns got sick. The ones that didn't... I don't know what happened to all of our leghorns. I know a lot of them got sick. We're missing a white one though. They kind of stand funny, and they'll like lean up against something. I think it's the one. There's one that they all attack. Like, it's missing a lot of its feathers on its back. I got a bunch of extra concrete. I need to find something to do. Use that with. See if we got... I think a lot of them's been sleeping in this bush up here. Oh, we still got a bunch up here. See how, like, all the black ones are hanging out? I mean, it's that red one. I don't know what's going on with that. We are definitely missing the white one that's all beat up, though. What's up, Pepper? Huh? You coming to hang out? You're so funny. You're such a silly kitty. Yeah. I don't know where the white one is. I'm gonna have to find that one, though. I mean, I don't want it to suffer. We end up having to kill a bunch of our leghorns. They would get sick. And I got some pictures I could probably post. Like, we thought it was, we thought they were getting, I don't know what that's called when they get an egg stuck inside. That's what we thought. So we were like giving it like warm baths and stuff like that. And Mason ended up cutting one open right after it died, and it had like a bunch of worms and stuff in it. So I need to get some wormer and worm these chickens. We put apple cider vinegar in their water, and that's supposed to take care of worms, but it might not be working. Yeah, we got a white one missing. It might have went off somewhere and died. I think they're still laying their eggs in the creek here. They've been going around the RV. We found a pile of eggs back here. So if there's any eggs back here now, they're safe to eat because they would be fresh. We'll see if they're laying back here. We did a lot of cleaning up back here, man. You could not walk back here like this. I also have to watch for snakes and stuff though, because it is a creek. You gotta watch it, man. They like bury them. Like, it took me like pulling back a bunch of this stuff just to find the eggs. And I didn't even know it was there. We were just kind of cleaning up back here. We've been hearing them hooting and hollering back here. So they've got to be laying back here somewhere. Surely there's eggs back here. We've been hearing them carry on, unless they're like laying them down. Man, when we had our leghorns and they would get out, we would find eggs everywhere. And that ended up attracting a bunch of snakes. We caught a snake in our brooder, just swallowing those things whole. I think it was an oak snake. I don't see any eggs, man. I don't see my white chicken either. Huh. I've been doing a lot of filming on my original DJI Action 4. The one that looks really good at nighttime. I just don't want to bring it out in the yard and like a cat knock it over or somebody step on it or something like that. So if you guys have been noticing, the footage has not been as crisp as it normally is. That would be why. There's got to be eggs back in here somewhere. They have definitely been back here raising cane. It was hard to see the pile that I did find, though. It was like they covered it up with a little bit of the insurance guy for the RV won't be here till November. I told you guys they have to start all over with our insurance adjuster for the house. Man, where are those eggs at? I love my breakfast. Anyways, yeah, so they called me today. The soonest they can get out is the 28th. And I told the woman, when the woman called me and told me, she's like, hey, I want to apologize. We're going to have to put somebody else on your case due to the other guy being in the hospital, yada, yada, yada. But don't worry, I'm going to put a rush on this for you. I'm going to let them know what's going on, and hopefully they can just get right out at you. Well, then the next adjuster called me, and he's like, yeah, the soonest I can get out there is the 28th. I'm like, did they put notes on my account explaining what's going on? And no, I don't see anything. I'm like, well, here's the deal, man. Like, you're going to be the second adjuster that is coming out because the first one ended up going to the hospital or something. He's like, yeah, no, they didn't mention any of that. I'm like, yeah, that figures. So thanks, Allstate. You guys are awesome. I dropped State Farm after one of our hurricanes because of how unprofessional they were during everything. And Allstate's probably going to get dropped on their head too. I don't know where that white chicken is. It might be dead somewhere. Let me set their little thing up. Look, they're waiting on it. Oh, look, one's already... This is the Halloween one. What are you doing, babies? I gotta set up the stick. Are you gonna peck the... Can I turn this? I gotta set the stick up. I'm sorry, babies. Let me put you down for a second. Okay? I'll put you back up. Okay. I just gotta turn it. All right, I don't know if you guys can see anything. This camera does not handle the darkness very good. Yeah, this camera is terrible for the dark. I apologize for this terrible footage. Thanks for watching, guys. I couldn't be at home taking care of things like I am now if it wasn't for you guys watching the videos. It would definitely be a bigger sting to the wallet. I need to close this gate so dogs can't get in and kill my chickens. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning. This episode is brought to you by Monster. Remember, you're just one can away from a heart attack. All right, so I moved the boards that I was talking about I was going to move yesterday. Turn this music off. We got it all screened in now. Show them all the screen, baby. Oh, it's all screened in. The door's done. Hot dang. What do you think of that? Is it as amazing as you guys thought it was going to be? I can only imagine the doubters that, like, when I first started building this, they were probably thinking, oh my God, Robert is an idiot. And you're right, I am an idiot. But I'm an idiot with a rigged up chicken coop. I mean, it's probably a little bit better other than it being shorter. Like, I like that they're going to have this place to come up to.
Yeah.
They're actually going to have a roof this time rather than they're going to have a tarp for now.
Why? That just started playing for no reason.
You're just trying to demonetize me. You're angry. So we've run out of staples for our hand staple gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck the chicken wire between this 2x4 and the outer sheath. And then we're going to pull it tight and then we're going to shoot some screws through the back. So Nate's cutting the wire at 9 feet. We're going to tuck it down in. Hopefully we can pull this thing tight. Doesn't have to be super tight. I want it super tight, but it's gonna have a roof, so if it turns out like crap, it's gonna turn out like crap. This is gonna be the strongest thing around here. When there's a hurricane or a tornado, we're gonna run to the chicken coop because this thing is built. We'll throw the chickens in the house. It's definitely overbuilt.
Overbuilt?
It's overbuilt. I think it's overbuilt, don't you? All these 2x4s and the 4x4s and the 3/4 inch plywood. This thing is heavy duty. Oh, we found the chicken last night. Nate found the chicken. It was underneath the electric barbecue grill underneath the carport. Was it just like sleeping there or was it just like hanging out? So evidently it slept in a tree or a bush somewhere. But Lita thinks it's sick, so.
Yeah.
I looked and looked for that thing. I couldn't find it.
Who knows where it was?
Who knows?
I mean, the last time I saw it was on that side of the yard.
This is kind of nice because I can walk down the middle. Hopefully that thing works out for them. You think they're going to be smart enough to walk up that thing, or you think they're going to fly?
I don't know. They're pretty stupid.
Yeah, they are pretty stupid. What's up? What's going on? Rapido, rapido. Andale, andale. You should have a boss out here to hold that side for you. What else is going on, woman? We'll spray this thing today. We'll throw some chickens in here today.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. I don't know when our nesting boxes get here, but I need to figure out where the nesting boxes are going to be and cut this board and just stop it straight down so that they have room right here. Hopefully it works. I don't know what we could do where we could just feed them from the outside. I see like PVC deals that people make, but I'm afraid if it gets wet, food will get stuck in the PVC.
It'll get wet like it gets wet in those things. Those chicken feeders. I mean, it might not be too bad underneath there if we stuck the feed underneath there, but then you got to go all the way in this
Not if I make like a PVC tube that you can pour from the outside and it pours into their food in here.
Maybe you could stick it under the nesting box and then it wouldn't get wet.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, let's see if the box is...
I'm sweaty. Let's see, they got Mom out of bed today. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, she's sitting in the chair. She yelled at a bunch of nurses. She said some nurse just came in the middle of the night, pulled back her sheet and grabbed her leg and pulled her leg over.
Oh my God.
She's like, what are you, stupid? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Why would you just walk into somebody's room and snatch on their leg? I was trying to check your bandages. Bro, you don't just go snatching on somebody's leg that has a broken hip.
That's crazy.
She said she ain't seen that nurse since.
Oh yeah.
Whew. It's almost done. Well, I think I need these screws a little bit more. All right, we're done. Lita's just gonna sew these panels of wire together. We're gonna trim off the access, and then we're gonna spray this whole freaking thing down, huh, Babs?
Yeah.
And then these chickens. Oh, look, one's already in here.
Oh.
Come try out your ramp. Hey, hey, come here. Come here. Come try out your ramp. Come here, come try out your ramp. How's that coming?
Oh, I just started.
Oh. All right, well, I'll trim this up. I gotta put these screws back in. Spray this thing down. Throw some chickens in here, man. I'm excited to get them off our back porch. Oh, it's all foggy. All right, it's done. We finished. Look, the fence is all done. Front and back. Is that the sick one? Gonna have to go get it some medicine. Found a tarp. Put a tarp on the top. Let me give you guys a looky here. Everything's all oiled up. Are you okay, chicken? Huh? You poor thing. What you guys think? You guys can roost up there. I hope I space these boards enough. I may have to come in here until we can get a metal roof on here and throw one more 2x4 this way and kind of push it up. That way, if it rains, it doesn't like sag this tarp down. So I'll take a 2x4 and push it up as high as I can and then screw it on both ends just to kind of direct the water off until we can get a metal roof on this thing. And then I've got this piece of metal tin over here I might throw on the side here just to give them some shade. She's prissy, dude. Lita cleaned up their water things. We got their food things in here. Man, you can really tell that this thing's a lot smaller than the one that we had before.
Yeah. This is all. This
Yeah.
is all they need, though. For real.
Yeah, before we had
Hey.
chickens.
What's wrong with you? I'll go to Tractor Supply and get. I got dewormer or some shit. I bet it's been drinking creek water, and it's got something from the creek.
Maybe.
We're gonna have to put it in their water anyways, because if it's in there with them, they're all gonna get it.
I got you, babies. Come on. Look at all this food up here for you. Yeah. Look at all that food. Look. All that food. Yeah. You got your own buffet. Huh? Get this piece of wire out of here. You guys use this thing. I want to see you guys use this thing. Yeah, go up that thing.
Wait, that one's up there.
It's thinking about it. It's like, wait a second. What are you, a wizard? How'd you get up there? Don't fly. Use the ramp, stupid. Oh, there you go. Oh, amazing. Oh, yes!
They get it!
Yeah! That's awesome. It works. They're going up there to eat that food, and there's a pile of food down here on the ground. Oh, slowly walking down. Does that work, girls? That's awesome. I'm glad I caught it.
Glad they figured it out. Not that stupid, huh? You want me to grab you or what? You go in your coop.
I'm gonna take the rest of this this 1/2-inch wire that we have, and however big it is, I'm gonna build them a box, and then I'm gonna grow grass in that box, and then as the grass starts growing and sticking up out of that wire, they can peck that grass. Yeah, I seen it on TikTok. That way they don't completely kill that grass, and they get a little bit of green every once in a while. I mean, we can let them out of the yard, out of the pen every once in a while, but
Yeah.
like we did before.
Hey, get over here.
And one thing we found out the chickens really like is like the milk jug cartons, like the plastic ones. If you just do that with hay in it, they love those more.
Oh, I'll show you what I ordered. I ordered some stuff off of Amazon. This is the end. Thanks for watching.